Yo, what's up? My name's Glump the Guy. I am a cyberpunk themed assassin, or that's what my model is. And this is kind of like an emergency recording. I would not normally record on a fucking Sunday night. First off, because I am almost always busy Sunday nights. But second off, actually, there is no second off. Actually, there is a second off. I just don't fucking want to on Sundays. My eyes are fucking closing for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I have been watching Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Okay, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, and it is a great fucking show. I'm not finished with it yet. I'm season 2 episode. I'm on episode 20, or I'm about to watch episode 20. So right before that, you are about to go to, I guess, big spoilers. If you've not watched you fucking Iron-Blooded Orphans for some reason, watch it. It's really fucking good so far. I'm on season 2, about halfway, maybe like 2/3 of the way through. And I'm kind of at this weird place when watching it. I don't really know how to feel. So, from my experience with other shows, when there is like two sides, I find myself leaning toward one side or the other. And it's almost always the main character's side. And that might be bad. So, like, a good example is in Code Geass, I sided with Lelouch. Like, if I was a foot soldier for Lelouch, or if I was just going to work for one team or the other in general, I would side with Lelouch. Okay? When I watched it, like a year and a half ago. And my reasoning for that was because it is genuinely clear that Lelouch desires change in the world. Okay? It is very evident. And while, yes, some of it is kind of clouded by, like, some kind of revenge type stuff and, power dynamics and whatnot, he does, at the end of the day, want change. And I think, at least back then, his I want to change the world now approach that made him so, like, I guess, risky, reckless, what's the word? That made him so explosive. He was very terrorist-like. But I sided with him because I saw he wanted change, and he was actually working for it in, like, steps that seemed, he would do something, and he would immediately see the results of that thing. Whereas, and I know that's probably not a good way to look at life, but the way Suzaku would do it is he's over here like fucking tittle fucking around. And that pissed me off. I need to watch it again. Maybe I'll get more of Suzaku's. I'll understand better. But, I was able to choose a side in that show. That is not the fucking case with Iron-Blooded Orphans. Okay? That is not the fucking case for Iron-Blooded Orphans. In Iron-Blooded Orphans, you've got two, at least in season 2, you've got two sides. You've got kind of, I guess it's kind of a rebellion. McGillis, in the first season, the masked guy. Oh, I guess he's not always masked, is he? He is clearly no way I have to do my job during this. That's crazy. Okay. Remember, I'm on McGillis. Sorry about that. Of course, right when I'm fucking recording, like always, I'm interrupted. I'm always interrupted when I'm fucking recording, dude. Anyway, what was I saying? Ah, yes. Okay. With the factions in Iron-Blooded Orphans, you've got, I guess, the Rebellion, which is McGillis and Eventually, Tekkadan sides with them, and they're trying to make change for Gjallarhorn. Supposedly. I'm not even fucking sure anymore. McGillis is trying to force change. The same as Lelouch. Except with McGillis, it is not. I can tell he's a good person. He seems like a royal piece of shit, and I can't fucking stand him, and I would not be able to trust him. Whereas that is not the case with Lelouch. He seems like a good guy deep down, and it looks like he genuinely wants change, so I could follow him. I could not feel the same way about McGillis. I don't fucking like McGillis. Not one fucking bit. But he's trying to force change, which would align with my other choice, yeah, with Lelouch. But then on the other side, you've got, at least in season 2, season 1's kind of, it's not really all faction stuff, it's mostly Tekkadan getting big. In season 1, you have, the other faction in season 2 is basically the people that want to maintain order the way it is. And almost all of the characters that are better people are on that side. But they're also doing jack shit, so I can't side with them either. I feel terrible about both of the sides. And that is what's pissing me off about this show right now. I also just remembered why I didn't like Suzaku that much. While yes, what he was doing was noble, okay, by trying not to wage war and be a villain, what he was doing also, he was basically just being a lapdog for the higher-ups that were terrible fucking people, most of them. That's another reason I didn't like him. Anyway, back to Iron-Blooded Orphans. I can't choose a side, and it's so frustrating. I would be genuinely torn trying to make the decision that is having to be made in this show. Any of the decisions. If I was Orga, having to choose between, ruler of Mars and, just some mercenary group, I could see wanting both. I could understand not wanting to be the ruler of Mars. I'm sure there's another way. But being ruler of Mars, that's going to require a lot of sacrifices. And if you're family, then that you don't really want to make those, right? But then there's also, just being a merc, like a merc company. That does not seem all that great. I mean, they'll just be what they were before, right? That's the idea. They won't actually have any freedom still. They'll just be forced to work under shitty people, that hire them. And, maybe I'm really simplifying the fuck out of these situations in this show. But all of it sucks. And I haven't even gotten to the actual battle yet. I have not gotten to the quote-unquote final battle. So, I don't even fucking know. I don't know who to root for. I'm pretty unhappy about everything that's been happening. Like in season 1, there's some tough shit, yeah? But it's not like, once they're on Earth and they're like, we have no choice, so they start throwing themselves at the problem, yeah, I don't like that. That's kind of fucked. But they had no choice. What are they gonna fucking do? Gjallarhorn wants them dead. Fucking, there's nothing they can do there. There's no way to change that situation other than to just keep fighting there. So it sucks. But it's not like their choice is really not very obvious what they have to do. Whereas in season 2, everything is just morally vague. Everything. Well, not everything. There are some points that I really respect. Another thing that pissed me off about fucking season 2 of Iron-Blooded Orphans is they killed both of my favorite fucking characters. relatively early in the season, back-to-back episodes. That pissed me off too. So, anyway, yeah, I have to talk about Iron Blooded Orphans because I'm gonna lose my fucking shit if I can't talk about this goddamn show some more. Also, there'll probably be an update when I finish, but I've been trying to take it slow, which is why it's been taking a long time. I mean, I believe I first said something about watching this show before my break, which will have an explanation as well. I took a little break. Whatever. You'll see that. You'll understand why. Um, it was about. It was when I played Monster Hunter World. About. Let's see here. About 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Wow, I'm really bad at remembering dates. Oh no, I'm not really bad at remembering dates. It has genuinely been 2 weeks since my last upload. Okay. Anyway, that is just what's been on my mind. I'm fucking pissed with Iron Blooded Orphans, but this show's amazing too. And I've been told it only gets worse from where I am, apparently. It only gets worse, which is just fucking wonderful. Uh, actually, I'll talk about that too. The person that recommended this show to me really, really loves Gundam. And when I'm just gonna spoil it. I mean, it's a fucking what? It came out in fucking 2020. Wait, hold on. When was it? It was Iron Blooded Orphans S2 release date. Iron Blooded Orphans came out in 2016, which means I am super fucking late to the party. I'm basically a Gundam rookie. The only Gundam that I've actually fucking watched, all of it, I was pretty much too young to understand anything. I was not mature enough. And now I'm watching it, and I just feel bad. I feel fucking awful. The mechs are great. Barbados, Barbados Lupus, Barbados Lupus Rex, all of them are fucking awesome. The, I don't remember what it's called. The red one with the cannons, that was fucking sick. There's a lot of cool fucking mechs in the show, but I am so fucking torn. I'm so torn on everything that's been happening in it. So torn. And oh yeah, I said I was gonna spoil because this is an old ass show now. I'll put a spoiler alert at the beginning. Don't worry. Wait, this is note to self. Whatever. I'll cut this out. Anyway, my two favorite characters, they died back to back early in the show. Early in season 2. And it's about halfway, actually. Whatever. Fucking Naze, the brother figure, I expected him, so it was not that painful. It kind of sucked. I wasn't happy. But it was not that bad. Okay? But then, the next fucking episode, they kill. Oh my god, I forgot her name. How the fuck do I forget my second favorite character's name? Oh my god, I'm a piece of shit. It's Lofter. That's her name. They killed Lofter. They killed Lofter in the next fucking episode, and they did her dirty. It wasn't even a fucking respectable death like Naze. She got fucking murked. It sent me into a fury. I went to I went to my guy who told me about this goddamn show, and I was like, why the fuck would they do that to you? I was basically like, they just killed both of my favorites. So he's just like, yeah, very sad. Yeah. And then I go, back to back his episodes is fucking criminal. And he's just like, it only gets worse. It just gets fucking worse. And, So far, it hasn't gotten worse. So now I'm fucking terrified. My guess is that a lot of people die, though. They're gonna lose like a fleet or something. Um, and Mikazuki might die as well. I have a good feeling he's very killable right now. Especially with his whole thing with like his romance with whatever her face is. I don't really care for her that much. She's okay. I liked the other girl more. But uh, it's just it's all messy and shit. And it pisses me off, dude. It pisses me off. Because I went into Gundam knowing it's a show that has always been about war, pretty much. It's always been about political wars. Always, pretty much. And cool mechs. And that's why you watch it, for the cool mechs. But, the war crimes and the wars and the political fucking mess. That's also why you stay for Gundam. Yeah. If you don't like those, don't watch fucking Gundam. And I do enjoy them. I did enjoy both of the fucking Fire Emblem games I played, which are supposed to be based off of the feeling of them, are supposed to be based off of Gundam, from what I've heard. And admittedly, they do a pretty good job, I'd say. Even like the weaker ones on that end, like Fire Emblem Engage, they still kind of capture that essence, Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm ranting. There will be another video. I'll probably post this Monday. Yeah. I'll probably post this. Fuck off, Microsoft. I'll probably post this Monday. And then Tuesday, you'll get a short little video. It's just something I took early. It's some content I forgot to work on, admittedly. I need to make some shorts, but I might start sticking to longer form videos. I like just kind of, lapping. I like yapping like this in front of y'all. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's a little unstructured, a little chaotic, but I mean, I'm just fucking spewing shit off my tongue. Oh, that sounds weird. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this one. I'll let you know what I think about the show once I finish, I guess. I've got what am I? I'm on episode 19. No, I'm on episode 20. I've got 6 episodes left. I've got 6 episodes left. And I should have admittedly just waited to make this video after I had finished the show. That probably would have been smarter. It would have wasted less of your time. But I'm very passionate about this show now. This show is fucking great. That's it for me.